Tucson's UK Immigration Specialist Solicitor based in Birmngham Quarter from Rogals, and we're at rogals.co.uk. And today I just wanted to talk to you about bringing a visitor to the UK, so getting a visitor's visa to either come to the UK yourself or to sponsor a relative or a friend to come to the UK to visit you. And I wanted to give you my top 3 tips to what you should be putting in an application to make sure it has the best chances of success. So the person who's going to decide your application is called the Entry Clearance Officer. And the Entry Clearance Officer will be looking particularly for confirmation within your application that the application you've made is the correct application for the reason that you're coming to the United Kingdom. So if you say you're coming to visit family or to see the Queen as a tourist, then everything you do and everything you put into your application needs to reflect that. So you need to have the details of your family members. Don't do any surprise visits, because you never know. Immigration may call your family member at the airport, and some people have no idea that their family members are coming to visit. And it's not that they would mind if they did, but they just didn't know they were coming. So you need to make sure you've got details of your family members, have their phone numbers available, and if immigration calls them, they need to be aware that you're coming and happy to see you and to welcome you to the UK. So you need to make sure that you're not coming to look for work, because you're not allowed to work if you're a visitor. You're not coming to study unless you've made an application on that basis. So visitor's visa is for coming to visit relatives or visit the country. The second thing the Entry Clearance Officer will be looking for is confirmation that you can maintain yourself financially when you're in the UK. Because as I've said, visitors can't work in the UK, so you need to make sure that you have financial information included in your application which shows that if you're coming for 1 week, you can sustain yourself for a week, or 1 month, or 3 months, or up to the maximum of 6 months. So you would use bank statements and wage slips. And an extra top tip is your bank statement shouldn't be overdrawn, because the immigration officer will likely consider that overdraft facilities are not your own money, because that can be withdrawn at any time. So nicely plenished bank statements which show clearly that you can sustain yourself if you're coming to the United Kingdom. The third thing is the immigration officer will look specifically, and this is really crucial and important, to ensure that you'll go back at the end of your stay in the UK. So you have an authorised stay of anything up to 6 months, and they need to be sure that you will return back to your country of origin at the end of 6 months. So if, for example, you're a student or you're working and you've got holidays, and you'll need to put evidence of that in your application, so that your application convinces the Entry Clearance Officer that you're likely to return home at the end of your stay. So my top 3 tips for a successful visa application for a visit to the UK: firstly, make sure you've got the correct visa application to suit the reason that you want to come to the UK. Secondly, that you have enough financial information enclosed in your application, so the Entry Clearance Officer is sure that you have sufficient funds to maintain yourself. And thirdly, that you have evidence that you will return to your country of origin after your authorised visit. And if you want to find out anything further about this, then you can go to our website, www.rogals.co.uk. You can follow us on Facebook for more top tips at Rogals-Immigration, or you can just call the office on 0121 448 9255, and we'll be happy to have a little free at-a-glance chat with you to discuss your options. Bon voyage!